you were alive during the 90s, there's a pretty good chance you've seen the smiling faces of Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. But behind those smiles were two young girls thrust into the Hollywood industry before they even learned to walk. Thanks to growing up in front of TV audiences on the hit sitcom Full House, the twins were able to leverage their fame into a direct-to-video empire before a brief stint as tabloid fixtures and a box office bomb made them flee from the spotlight.
What's the map?
So let's take a look back at the Olsen twins' journey from tiny entertainment powerhouses to reclusive fashion designers who have done everything they can to distance themselves from their past. Accidental beginnings. When the twins landed their first and most famous role as infant daughter Michelle Tanner on Full House, they were barely 9 months old. The two shared the part, so producers had a workaround for strict child labor laws, and apparently the whole thing happened by accident. Their mom, Jarnette Olsen, being friends with a casting agent.
Hi Mom, I love ya!
When she found out her friend's agency was looking for twins, she sent in a photo and got the fateful audition call for her girls, who immediately won over producers. But not everyone on the set of the show was impressed by those dimples.
Are you sure?
Early termination. Considering they weren't even a year old at the time they began the show, the Olsen twins weren't consummate professionals from day one. John Stamos, who played Uncle Jesse on the show, got so fed up with their infantile antics that he had them removed from the set.
Yeah, toddler veterans. We'll get right on that.
The actor later admitted, "It's sort of true that the Olsen twins cried a lot. It was very difficult to get the shot, so I said, get them out. They brought in a couple of unattractive redheaded kids. We tried that for a while and that didn't work. Producers were like, alright, get the Olsen twins back, and that's the story." Perhaps ironically, it was Stamos who made the most public stink about the twins deciding not to join Netflix's Fuller House reboot decades later. Baby teeth. Since Mary-Kate and Ashley were twins and not clones, they didn't lose their baby teeth at the same time, so the twins had to wear dentures to make sure their teeth matched in their traded-off scenes. It's hard to imagine a preschooler being fit for dentures, but that was the case for these two. Subsequent split. While it's true that Mary-Kate and Ashley's mother accidentally got the ball rolling on their TV fame thanks to her casting agent friend, there are conflicting reports on which of the twins' parents was more interested in keeping their financial success going. The Olsen twins' parents divorced in 1995, and if the unauthorized Full House story is to be believed, their split was due in part to the girls' growing entertainment empire. According to the show's account of this situation, their mother was horrified by the mega money her daughters were making thanks to their burgeoning careers, while their father was delighted to rake in his daughter's dough. Hindsight is 20/20. Mary-Kate has since spoken candidly about her early acting career, and while she might have seemed bubbly and delighted at the time, she doesn't look back on the experience fondly. In fact, Mary-Kate refers to her time in front of the camera with her sister as little monkey performers. She told Marie Claire magazine, "I look at old photos of me and I don't feel connected to them at all. I would never wish my upbringing on anyone." Mary-Kate's regretful feelings about her acting days could explain why the twins' younger sister Lizzie, now better known as Marvel actress Elizabeth Olsen, stopped appearing in the twins' movies when she was only 10 and focused on school. Even more telling, not even 2 years later, the cracks in the Olsen twins' smiling public facade would become too large to hide after their first attempt at a feature film, the critically despised New York Minute, crashed and burned. Personal struggles. In the weeks leading up to the twins' 18th birthday, Mary-Kate had been publicly denying rumors that her increasingly skinny frame was the product of an eating disorder. But behind the scenes, her family had been struggling to get Mary-Kate help for years. Ultimately, Mary-Kate's father and a therapist had her committed to a treatment facility right after her high school graduation, and she recovered. She later told Elle, "Everybody is going to go through hard times. It's a part of life. I think the hardest part to get to is that point of asking for help or reaching out to other people and being honest with yourself." Pulling the plug. While the Olsen twins' direct-to-video series is well remembered, less known is the fact that they still attempted to pursue TV fame after Full House ended in 1995. But both of their starring shows, So Little Time and the animated series Mary-Kate and Ashley in Action, never made it past the first season. Instead, the twins pulled the plug on their acting careers and headed for college at NYU. Granted, Mary-Kate popped up on Weeds and in the 2011 film Beastly, but the Olsen twins were done appearing together on screen. They retreated to the world of fashion and haven't looked back. Thanks for watching! Click the Nikki Swift icon to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Plus, check out all this cool stuff we know you'll love too!